Hi everybody. It is freezing here in Canada. It is minus 14 degrees Celsius. With the wind chill, it's minus 23. I just wanted to show you my garden. It is frozen over. There's nothing there, full of snow, icy cold, but I wanted to show you how you can still grow food in the middle of winter. So let's go inside, get toasty, and let's get started. Most people think gardening is over when the winter frost hits, and growing fresh nutrient-rich plants inside is either one, too hard, or just not even worth the effort. But what if I told you that you can grow superfoods right on your kitchen counter in just a few days without any fancy equipment? You know, winter doesn't have to mean that it's the end of gardening. It could actually be the start of something even better to tie you over until the outdoor gardening season begins. So let me show you and let's get to it. So now I'm going to show you with some random things that you probably have around the house. You can use any one of these things. A Tupperware with a lid. If you have a dehydrator tray, go ahead and use that. A sieve, mesh sieve, you can use that as well. Just a little baking tray from the dollar store. Foil pan. So all these items you can use to start microgreens. So let's get to it. Now, if you have soil, you can go ahead and just get a container, poke some holes on the bottom, put some soil, put your seeds, like how you would just do regular planting, put a lot of seeds. Bob's your uncle. Now, so people don't have to go out to go buy soil to be able to grow some nutritious greens, we're just gonna use a paper towel and water. Use a sturdy paper towel. This one is, they call this a disposable washcloth. It's quite sturdy, much stronger than your regular paper towel. You can use a cotton t-shirt for this. Something that's not dyed would be preferable. So you could go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna show you in two ways. We'll get to that. Okay, so with a Tupperware, you're gonna get your lid. And we're gonna cut 2 slits in this lid. So with a knife, just cut 2 slits, one here and one directly on the opposite side. This doesn't have to be straight. Mine's not straight. It's a la 45, but there's a slit here. Do the other side. But there you go. 2 slits, one here and then one here, like that. You're gonna take your paper towel or t-shirt or whatever, and you're gonna slide. So the top, I'm just gonna slide one half there, and then the other side will tuck into here. Gives you a little project to do while we wait for spring to come along. There. So it should look like this. Your tissue paper here, or your paper towel, or your t-shirt, and the other two are gonna be hanging down. And this is going to wick up our water out from the bowl. So when it goes like that, these two ends are gonna hang in the water, and it is going to wick this. Now, obviously, if you have a larger one, this is going to make more microgreens This would make more microgreens. So what I would do, if I had something like this, I would just nest it in a foil pan. And I would just lay this on top. Like so. And then I would just fill the pan with water just to keep the, it's just to keep the paper towel moist. So the seeds stay moist, they don't dry out, and they can wick in the water so that they can grow. So either method is going to work. Actually, let's do both methods. Let's do both methods. That way, again, you can just get even soil, put it in a Tupperware with some drain holes, and grow microgreens that way, but we're gonna do it this easy way. All right, so now I'm gonna point the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So with this one, we have our tray like that, like this. The only reason I'm doing it like this is so that there's a little bit of, there's a little drainage, so if it's too much water, it will drip. And also the roots will start to come out through here, and I'll show you on the other one. And then that way you can continue to make them a little bit bigger. Okay, so we'll start with this one. You're gonna get yourself a spray bottle, just plain water. Plain old water. I'm just sweating this. Just makes it easier when you put the seeds down. They don't roll all over the place. Straighten it out, everything. There we go. So I got some seeds, so let's pick something. Maybe I'll do some fennel. Some kale, I got some kale seeds here. Now these are all gonna germinate probably at different times. Oh, I got this microgreen mix, but anything really. You could use broccoli, you could do peas, like dried peas, you could do lentils. Go to the store and pick yourself up a bag of sesame seeds, raw sesame seeds in the spice section. You could get like a big pack for like $2, like a pack of sesame seeds. I'll show you. Okay, like this pack of seeds is $2.99. There's just a few in here. Get yourself a pack of sesame seeds. This will work. Get yourself, this is a pack of coriander, the same price as this little thing. And you can do this multiple times. So a pack of coriander, aka cilantro, dill seed. Buy dill seed, celery seed in the spice section, because you can get a bag for a good price. So, you know, some of these were quite expensive compared to what you get here. So don't feel like you need to run out and get a pack of seeds. I have a big seed collection, so I'm just kind of want to use some stuff up, some older stuff, but let's do this. A pack of dried peas, like I said, the coriander, dill seed, celery seed, all that kind of stuff. Fennel seed. Actually, I got some fennel seed here that I'm gonna use, but buy yourself a big bag of fennel seed. Fantastic. Great to throw into a sandwich, on top of a salad. Excellent. But I'm just gonna use up what I have here. Actually, maybe we'll do one. I don't want to do the coriander, so I want you to see. The coriander takes a little bit longer to germinate. It will germinate, but you gotta have a little bit of patience. We'll do sesame seeds. on this one, just so I can show you. So you're gonna have to, excuse my teeth, you're gonna have to watch an updated video so you can see, geez, these darn things I can't open these things. You're gonna have to watch an updated video so you can see the progress. I'll show you the one that I already started. Fun little projects to do if you're a gardener for the winter. So I'm just grabbing these. Let me tilt you down so you can see. Okay, so I'm gonna put a generous amount, like generous. These are raw, these are not toasted. Now, all types of seeds will sprout at different times. So if you can use one seed, it's kind of the better. You can do a mix, or like say, do all lettuce if you wanted to do lettuce, or all celery if you wanted to do celery. Just because you don't have something that's like ginormous. And just kind of put it on, layer it on here. Just trying to make it a little even. It just helps when it's a little damp, so they kind of like stick. Okay. So look, I barely made a dent in this package. Now I'm just gonna wet them. And then we're going to cover this. So cover this with like a, I'm just gonna put a cutting board on top of this. You could use foil, just so that way they sprout in darkness, which we'll do since I have you. And then I'm just gonna cover it until they sprout. So I'll come and check. I'll come every day and give it a little spritz. And then when it sprouts, we can take off the cover. Take off the cover and give it some light. And they will grow. And within I would say, after they've sprouted, in about 10 days, you can go ahead and start harvesting your seeds. This one here, I'm gonna fill this bottom with water. Now when you snap on the lid, the ends are gonna be in the water and they're gonna wick water they'll wick water all through the top eventually. But to start off, we're gonna wet it like we did the last one. That way you don't have to water it so often or coming to check on it and missed it, like you have to mist it. It's gonna primarily, it's gonna keep wet. So we'll do the same. This one, let's do, I'm gonna just do this kale, Ironman kale mix on this one. You want it wet so it will stick. It'll stick. This is great for kids, like a cute little project for kids. Trying to keep them from rolling off the paper towel. I think that's all of them in there. They're sticking to my fingers. since there wasn't that much seed in here, let's throw in, what else do I got? Oh, I've got spinach, pak choy. Oh, I got another pack of kale, we'll use that. Just want to use up these old seeds. On these packets, it usually tells you how quickly the seedlings come up. So it's usually in about 7 to 10 days. So in a couple weeks, you can harvest. You can leave it a little bit longer if you want to leave it a month after they come up, or like a month after you've started. I'll show you. Oh, I can get this tape off. You know you're a nurse when you use wound care tape to close your seed packets. These are tiny. Super tiny. All right. Everybody's in here. So there you go. Give it a little nest on top. I got this container. I'm just gonna like sit it on top of like that. So now we are going to leave these for a few days to see until they sprout. So we'll be checking it. This one I don't really need to check because it has water. The other one I'll have to check just to make sure it's always moist. But this one has that reservoir, so it will water itself. It'll water all by itself. But we're gonna check to see when this sprouts. So, because when they sprout, we're gonna take the lid off. So these, I already started about, I would say about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago. I'm just growing them to see how long they grow. But this is like a mix of a bunch of everything. Radish, kohlrabi, lettuce, whatever. They all look the same, don't they? When they're seedlings, they all look the same. I'll show you the roots. Look at those roots. So this is a microgreen tray. You can get, they're inexpensive and you can get them. I got this on Amazon. It came in a pack of 2. I wanted to show you to do this one, but I figured to show you how to grow food with just regular kitchen things that you probably have already around the house, like a Tupperware or aluminum foil tray and a sieve of some sort. But this is a microgreen tray. And they'll keep growing in here. They're a little crowded, but they'll keep growing in here. They won't grow till full plants though. They won't grow to full plants, but I just wanted to show you. Nice and lush. It's like a bouncy carpet. It's like these little ones are plants that take a little bit longer to grow. But it's like a plushy carpet. So yeah, all I have to do is snip, because there's no soil. There's absolutely no soil. So all I have to do is snip, add it to a sandwich, add it to a salad. Enjoy your winter. It's not a sad time. I know I love gardening season and I hate the winter and I live in a cold climate, but this gives me happiness. So once they start to grow, I have a light that's under here. I have a light that's under here that you just kind of like plug in, like an undermounted cabinet light. I can take this off when I want to and then plug it back in when I want to. But I just got this on Amazon, very inexpensive. I believe I paid like $11 for this light. If you have undermounted cabinet lights, just use those, because you're not growing these to full size plants. You're just growing these for the greens. So you're not growing them to full size plants. So you don't need a grow light. As soon as they start to sprout, you're going to cut them and you're going to enjoy them and you're going to eat them. So you don't need to get a grow light. Just use an undermounted cabinet light if you want. But when they start to sprout within a few days, you can just go ahead and cut them. They don't have to be this tall. They can be relatively small and you could still use them. If you have a windowsill that you could put on, this is my basement, so there's nowhere I could put them on a windowsill. But I could do a small Tupperware, you know, like one for like sandwiches, and set that on my windowsill and have different ones, like a celery one or a dill one and whatever across the ledge of my kitchen window. On a, you know, if you have like a window in your kitchen and your kitchen gets nice natural light, just leave it on the counter. It's fine. You don't need it to have like a grow light, but this is my basement. So I hope this brings you joy and brings you nourishment and food. This is food. These are jammed packed with nutrients, jam packed. Growing microgreens indoors is a quick and rewarding way to add a burst of freshness to your meals. So go ahead and give it a try and let me know in the comments how your microgreens turn out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gardening fun and tips, both indoors and outdoors. Grow, eat, and enjoy. Bye for now, friends.